One of the big issues in the Yoga Sutras is power or siddhis. Power itself is that which allows us to transform our lives. But it's also that which, if we identify with the power, corrupts our lives. And whatever success we're able to gain through the concentration, that success will be undermined because we will end up using that power in ways which are in conflict with our integrity. So the more powerful you are, the easier it is to break your own rules and your own boundaries. And when you do that, then you have big problems. So you have to see, again, there's both our greatest strengths and our greatest weaknesses are the same things. But when you add the concentration as tapas, as a way to overcome those compromises of integrity, then it becomes the power to transform our lives. Let me read a little bit from Swami Shivananda. If you focus the rays of the sun through a lens, they can burn a cotton or a piece of paper. As a kid with a magnifying glass, you ever set things on fire? Anyway. But the scattered rays cannot do this act. If you want to talk to a person at a distance, what do? You make a funnel of the hands, and you can speak. So your own megaphone is created by focusing the rays of the sound. The sound waves are collected at one point and then clearly directed towards the person. He can hear your speech very clearly. The water is converted into steam, and the steam is concentrated at a point in a steam engine. We don't use steam engines too much anymore, but very, very powerful. The railway engine moves. All these are instances of concentrated waves. Even so, if you collect the dissipated rays of the mind and focus them at a point, you will have wonderful concentration. And this is the real austerity. This is real renunciation. Real vairagya is to be able to let go of the dissipated rays of the mind. It's only when our mind is scattered that we really run into problems with our integrity. The scattered mind is the devil's workshop, as they say, because we really are just reacting at that point. With focus, with concentration, then there's intention. Without concentration, there's just a lazy mind, which is, or untrained mind, which can create all kinds of problems. So even so, if you collect the dissipated rays of the mind and focus them at a point, you will have wonderful concentration. The concentrated mind will serve as a potent searchlight to find the treasures of the soul and attain supreme wealth of Atman, eternal bliss, immortality, and perennial joy. The basis of Karma Yoga, skill and action. How is it? Concentration, developing concentration with intention. I'm doing selfless service. I'm doing something I care. I'm doing something that's needed. So that in itself is purifying the mind and developing concentration. Bhakti Yoga, the easiest way to develop concentration is through love, through devotion. So the practice of Bhakti Yoga is concentrating the mind on God and letting go of the distractions. Raja Yoga, beginning, middle, end, is concentration. Even practices of the yama is concentration. It's being aware of my intentions, being aware of my actions, being aware of the emotions as they arrive, my reactions, and then again using concentration to direct my mind and my actions and my speech according to that integrity which I have committed myself to. The very beginning and the highest level of Raja Yoga is meditation, which is, it's samadhi and the highest levels of samadhi, which is based on concentration. There's no meditation without concentration. This is the first lesson in meditation is it's based on concentration. When that concentration becomes effortless, then it becomes meditation. Hatha Yoga is based on concentration. You are, just the fact that you're holding a certain posture, why do you hold it for an extended period of time? It is balancing the prana. So you're working with the prana, you're concentrating the prana in Hatha Yoga, in the asanas, in the prana, in the pranayama, in the relaxation. It's all working, concentrating your prana, and so that it becomes balanced, so that you can actually control the mind and actually practice concentration and meditation, which is based on that foundation of Hatha Yoga.